Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Looking to take your sports knowledge to the next level? Just a fan of wrestling and entertainment? You're in the right place. Welcome to The Show with your hosts, Hollywood JDT and Stuntman Kirk.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of The Show. Just because we know Mom's going to do that. And yes, this is another episode of the Josh and Lily Rant Show. Until Lily comes up with a better name for it, that's what we are going to call it. Lily, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah? You want to talk about some Disney trivia we played last night?
Yeah, we did do Disney trivia, and it was pretty good, except for this one question that's like the Disney Cats question. And like I got the majority of those right because I watched a lot of Disney movies. And Figaro from Pinocchio, I just remember that because I learned that she was from Pinocchio instead of Mickey Mouse and Friends, you know, the Mickey Mouse shorts.
Uh-huh.
Well, she's from both, but I didn't know she was from Pinocchio, and I was like shocked. So that's how I remembered it.
How did, in your opinion, how do you think you did compared to me and Mom?
Probably pretty good. There's some movies I haven't watched. Like Pinocchio. I just found that in a book. But I haven't watched, let's see here. I watched a little bit of The Lady and the Tramp at Disney World when Peanut was meeting Mickey Mouse. Because I didn't want to wait in line. And I also haven't seen Bambi. And some other movies along like the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And all that I haven't seen.
I think truly that you schooled me and Mom because you had questions that you knew that me and Mom had no idea about.
Yeah, like that Black Cauldron question.
Exactly. You knew.
I haven't even watched the Black Cauldron, but I know that there's this attraction in Tokyo Disneyland around the 80s when the Black Cauldron opened. And like when it opened, like the guests had to battle the Horned King. And the question is like, which movie is it in? The older one or the newer one? And I knew the older one is in the 80s, so there we go.
And where did you hear about that?
YouTube.
YouTube? Are you a YouTube master?
No.
In your own mind?
No.
No? Okay. All right, well, today's episode is going to be a little bit Disney themed because, well, that's what we love. But, Lily, are you ready for it? We are doing a Disney Pixar bracket challenge. Okay?
This is going to be hard because I have like 50 favorite Disney princesses.
Well, these ones have already been laid out, okay? And this is from the Mouse Quest podcast, so we're going to give credit to them for this. They put together this bracket. They did their bracket. We can compare them at the end if we so choose. But I wanted to see how we compare ours to theirs with what we pick out of the movies they put on the bracket. Because like you said, there's so many movies we could put on this bracket, but we're going to let them pick it and we'll go from there. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, we do have to give credit. We have a special audience member. Would that be a good way to describe her? The munchkin in the room? Mm-hmm. So if you hear baby talk or someone scratching at a couch, we have a crawler who is learning how to move all around the place and is very vocal and opinionated.
And she loves Mickey Mouse. Every single day she will watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse for a really long time. And will soothe her when she's crying and everything. And when we met Mickey Mouse at Disney World, she immediately started being so happy until Minnie came in. And then, so the other day when me and my mom were at Walgreens, we saw an Easter basket. And it was like a Mickey Mouse Easter basket. And we thought that would be perfect. So it is perfect.
You want to tell people, how does she react when she sees the hot dog song? Especially the live one where there's live Mickey in it.
So if you have a kid and your kid watches Disney Junior, you've probably seen the commercial where like the Mickey Mouse you could see at like Disneyland or Disney World is in this like room, I guess, and he's like dancing with kids and the hot dog song is on. And she loves that commercial so much. She starts squealing and yelling and babbling when she hears it.
Laughing up a storm.
Yeah, it's
trying to take the mic off my shirt.
It's just so funny. Every single time. I love watching her react to that.
And I think that's the one thing that we're excited for when we get to go back to Disney, which was supposed to be... Oh, sorry, there goes the mic. Which was supposed to be in March. then became May. Most likely going to be later than that now, since things kind of continue to slowly progress. And a big part, I mean, it is what it is, and we just have to deal with it. But
I know this is random, but I remember this time we went to Disney World, and we went to this breakfast. It was our first time, and it was this Cinderella breakfast, and we went, and you could meet the characters from Cinderella. And the evil stepsisters started crushing on my brother. They started, trying to impress him. And they started trying to flirt with him. And it was so funny. I can't.
He was, would you say, embarrassed by it? Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, he doesn't really care about Disney, I guess. Not like the characters or anything. And so he saw it as it's just a place where you can go and ride rides because he loves the crazy roller coasters. And so he went, and he didn't care about anything else except for the fact that he wanted to eat breakfast like a normal person. And so he was just eating breakfast, and here comes the stepsisters trying to flirt with him and everything. And what's even funnier is that they're fighting over him. It's just hilarious.
All right, before we jump into our bracket, Lil, let's take a break. Does that sound like a good idea?
Mm.
All right, we'll take a break, guys. When we come back, we are going to jump right into the Disney Pixar bracket. Multiple movies on here, and we're going to finish it today and see which one comes out on top. We'll be right back. This is The Show.
The Show with your hosts, Hollywood JDT and Stuntman Kirk. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, Josh here, and check out one of our sponsors for this episode. FTS Coin is a new cryptocurrency privacy coin available with a rapid growing community and expansive coin ecosystem. Check them out at www.ftscoin.xyz. Hey guys, Josh here again, and I got to talk to you guys about one of our sponsors this time. I checked them out. These guys are awesome. So I got to tell you a little bit about it. You can check them out on Amazon. It's the Jokers and Jesters comedy tour movie. You can get it on Amazon.com. If you are an Amazon Prime member, it's free. Otherwise, it's $1.99 to rent for non-members. Check it out, guys. You can follow them on Facebook at Jokers and Jester Comedy. You can also follow them on Amazon. Check them out on the link on this podcast. It's posted there for you guys to follow, a direct link to their show and everything else. Check them out, guys. It is hilarious, especially if you're stuck in home at this time.
Back to the show. Here's your hosts, Hollywood JDT and Stuntman Kirk.
All right, guys, we are back with the Josh and Lily Ranch Show. All right, Lily, let's get right into it. It's the Disney Pixar Movie Challenge. First up, The Lion King, the original, versus Tarzan. Which one would you put forward?
Dang it. I haven't watched the original Lion King in such a long time that I don't remember it, and I've never watched Tarzan.
All right, well, you got to pick one.
Josh has to pick one.
I have to pick one. All right, well, then I'm automatically going to put through... Tarzan has great music, but Lion King is truly the classic. There's no other way around it, so Lion King it is. All right, next one. And this one's going to be a battle, I think, for me and you. Princess and the Frog versus Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch.
All right, no battle there. Lilo and Stitch. Stitch, hands down, is whose favorite character ever?
Yours.
There you go. So there's no way Lilo and Stitch isn't going to make it.
I know two people who like Stitch as much as you do.
Oh, really? No.
Yep.
Who are these people?
A girl in my class and one of my friends.
I think that says a lot. That makes me feel very sad at the moment when it's two kids that are barely in middle school that are Stitch fans.
Yeah. I don't know. They both like Stitch a lot. Maybe not as much as Josh does. Maybe even more, though.
All right, let's move to the next round here before you make me feel any worse about my life. Tangled versus Big Hero 6.
I'd have to go Big Hero 6.
All right, I'll agree with you on Big Hero 6. I'll give you that. All right, so we have... this next one I think could be a battle. We will see. You have Frozen, the first one, against Moana.
Frozen.
See, I'm going Moana. How can you argue with The Rock?
Josh is nuts.
How can you argue with The Rock?
Just because of casting?
Yes, he's the best ever in that.
I have to say The Rock is really good. But I think, like, the actors of, like, Anna and Elsa and Olaf, like, they really did good on Frozen. Like, they really nailed it.
All right. I will give you Frozen on this one, okay? I don't agree with you, but I will give you Frozen. All right, our next one. This will be fun because I already know how this one's going to go because you told me how you feel about one of these shows or one of these movies. Aladdin versus Hercules.
Aladdin.
All right, Aladdin it is. What'd you say about Hercules? Because you're probably going to make a very big portion of Disney fans out there mad, but what'd you say?
Hercules is like the worst movie to exist. Actually, probably not the worst, but a really bad movie. It's just, I don't like it. I don't know. I just think that the plot is just so bland. Like, there's no point to it.
We might have to just do a watch along and record you watching Hercules just to see how you truly feel.
If I don't fall asleep.
The Little Mermaid versus Pocahontas.
The Little Mermaid. That one's easy.
All right, The Little Mermaid. It's a classic. We'll go with that. Mulan, the cartoon, not the new one, versus Zootopia.
Mulan.
Yeah, Mulan. Zootopia was funny and it was good, but it just didn't have nowhere near that level of
classic.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Beauty and the Beast versus The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I think I'd have to go Beauty and the Beast. That one.
See, yeah, it's hard against The Nightmare Before Christmas because Nightmare Before Christmas is such a classic time.
Yeah. I think it has a better plot, but Beauty and the Beast still has a good plot.
All right. I'll give you Beauty and the Beast. All right, the next one, Up versus Brave. This is one that Mom would hate to choose, wouldn't she?
She loves both of those movies.
I know. If
so
she had
much.
to pick between Up and Brave, I don't know if she could. But if she had to pick one, or if we had to pick one for her and make her mad in the process of it, what is it going to be?
Probably I'd have to say, I don't know, because like I feel like if we said Up, because she loves that movie, then she'd be like, ooh, but I love Brave too. And then if we chose Brave, she'd be like that, but with Up. I'd probably have to go Brave because we're at Disney World. My mom's not really the type of person, like a character person, but when we saw that Merida was there, she's like, okay, we're meeting Merida, so.
But did you see how she was with Russell and
I know.
Doug? I mean, come on now.
I feel like she is like any other character, but more enthusiastic. Yeah, I'd probably have to say Up.
Up. I think Up is the better one. Up is a movie you can sit down and just watch anytime.
Yeah.
You know, Brave is good, and it's, has its good parts, but I just don't quite think it's as...
Yeah, I was just
compared to
thinking
the
about
two.
Mama, and I wasn't thinking about myself, but I probably would have to say Up.
All right, Toy Story versus Toy Story 2.
Toy Story.
The original?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Toy Story 2 was good, but not nearly as good as Toy Story 1 by far. Coco versus Cars 2.
Wait, which one's Cars 2 again? Like what?
Cars 2 is the one where he has to... What is Cars? Which one is Cars 2? I was thinking Cars 2 is the one where he has to become a race car again, but that's the original. Isn't Cars 2 the one where Mater becomes like the secret agent?
Yeah. Okay, I like Cars 2 better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Over Coco?
Yeah.
All right, Cars 2 will go through.
Coco wasn't the best movie. There was its funny parts, like the grandma chasing him with a sandal, but there's like so I watched this parody of Coco, and they made it so the background of the grandma, it's like fire and flames, and it's so funny.
All right. Toy Story 3 versus The Good Dinosaur.
Toy Story 3. Easy.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen The Good Dinosaur?
Mm-hmm.
You have?
Yeah. I just don't think it's like a good movie by Disney. I don't know.
No?
No, it's just not that good of a movie. Like, it's not a bad movie, but it's not a good movie, you know?
All right. Let's see. What is next here? So Toy Story 3 moves forward on that one. Ratatouille versus A Bug's Life?
I've never seen A Bug's Life.
Well, then Ratatouille moves through by default because Lily hasn't watched enough movies in her lifetime.
I haven't watched enough of like the 2000s and 90s movies.
You're going to have to watch it. You know, they're all on this thing called, what's it called? Disney Plus, and that you can sit down and watch it now.
But I haven't chose to.
Well, you better choose to. I'm going to make Mom put that on your homeschool work now. You have to watch. That's going to be one of your projects. You have to watch A Bug's Life.
Too bad. I'd either see Cinderella or Snow White.
Oh, no, I'm going to make her say it has to be A Bug's Life.
Day.
I'm going to make her say it has to be A Bug's Life. All right, Finding Nemo. It sounds like Mom was home. And the pups. All right, let's move forward. Finding Nemo versus Inside Out.
Probably Inside Out.
Inside Out?
Yeah, the plot. Like I feel like Finding Nemo, there isn't just a lot of stuff to move us along. But in Inside Out, it's just classic. It's amazing. Actually, I wouldn't say it's classic, but it's just an amazing movie, and I love it.
All right, so Inside Out moves forward.
Monsters. Oh, and the characters have so much personality in Inside Out.
All right, Monsters, Inc. versus Cars. The originals for both.
Monsters, Inc.
Monsters, Inc.?
Totally,
So you put Cars 2 through over Coco, but you won't put Cars 1 through?
Monsters, Inc. is like the best movie on this planet.
Oh, okay. There's news. I didn't realize that you thought Monsters, Inc. was so high. Mama just came in the room, so we won't get her voice because we know she refuses to be on this podcast, but we have to ask her from the distance. Up versus Brave, which one would you put forward? No. You have to answer. All right, Mom's Mom's refusing, so Up is what goes through, and
if you don't answer, I'll steal something from that bag.
All right, let's go. All right, Incredibles versus WALL-E.
Dang, that one's hard. Probably Incredibles.
Yeah, I think Incredibles kind of has its own standing there, better than WALL-E does. All right, we are going to take a break. When we come back, we will knock out the last few rounds, getting to our winner. Lily, do you want to tell them what show they're listening to?
They are listening to the Josh and Lily Rant Show.
We'll be right back.
The show with your hosts, Hollywood JDT and Stuntman Kirk. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, Josh here, and check out one of our sponsors for this episode. FTS Coin is a new cryptocurrency privacy coin available with a rapid growing community and expansive coin ecosystem. Check them out at www.ftscoin.xyz. Hey guys, Josh here again, and I got to talk to you guys about one of our sponsors this time. I checked them out. These guys are awesome. So I got to tell you a little bit about it. You can check them out on Amazon. It's the Jokers and Jesters comedy tour movie. You can get it on Amazon.com. If you are an Amazon Prime member, it's free. Otherwise, it's $1.99 to rent for non-members. Check it out, guys. You can follow them on Facebook at Jokers and Jester Comedy. You can also follow them on Amazon. Check them out on the link on this podcast. It's posted there for you guys to follow, a direct link to their show and everything else. Check them out, guys. It is hilarious, especially if you're stuck in home at this time.
Back to the show. Here's your hosts, Hollywood JDT and Stuntman Kirk.
All right, we are back, and we're on a walk. So if you hear any outside noises, kids playing, screaming, yelling, nothing bad's happening. We're just walking because Munchkin needed to get outside for a little bit. Are you ready to move on to round 2 there, Lil? Mm-hmm. All right. We have The Lion King versus Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch.
You're going Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah.
You know what?
That's because I haven't really watched The Lion King in a long time and I don't remember it.
I don't know if I can go past The Lion King on this one, to be honest. I love Lilo and Stitch. It's an icon show for me. It's favorite character, but I gotta go Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we go Lion King?
Uh-huh.
All right. Next up, we have... we put Big Hero 6 over Tangled, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we have Big Hero 6 versus Frozen.
Ooh, I'd have to say Frozen.
Yeah, Frozen. All right, Frozen moves on.
That one was really tough, though, because both are such great movies that I love so much.
I agree. Are you locking in on Frozen?
Uh-huh.
All right, Frozen moves on to round 2. We have Aladdin versus The Little Mermaid.
Aladdin versus Little Mermaid. I'd have to go probably Aladdin.
Aladdin? All right, Aladdin.
Actually, I'd have to go The Little Mermaid, sorry.
You're going The Little Mermaid.
That one's like so hard.
All right, this is Lily's bracket. I don't agree, but we're going to go with The Little Mermaid over
I
Aladdin.
remember we went on the Little Mermaid ride. And like that ride's known to like stop and break down a lot. So we went to the part where it's my favorite song, Sebastian singing Kiss the Girl, and Eric's about to kiss Ariel, and they keep just like tilting their heads back and forth, and then the ride stops, and everyone was like, oh man.
And
I'm like, well, this is my favorite part.
I
So.
think to be fair, it's not that the ride breaks down, it's that the way that they load people on, sometimes they have to pause it if they have to get someone on that it can't get on while it's moving.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to keep moving? All right, our next one, we had Mulan versus Beauty and the Beast.
Ooh, Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah.
I agree, Beauty and the Beast it is. All right, round 2 continues with Up versus Toy Story.
Ooh, God, you're going to have to decide that.
You know what? I think it has to be Toy Story. I mean, that's truly and just on its own iconic franchise
Yeah,
and
probably.
everything. All right, Toy Story moves on.
Yeah.
And Elle agrees, you hear?
Yeah.
All right, we have, let's see here. We had, sorry.
Joshy, we shouldn't stop in the middle of the road.
We have, I gotta make sure I got the right one here that went forward. We have Cars 2 against Toy Story 3.
Yeah. I'd actually have to go Toy Story 3 on that one.
I think so too. I think Toy Story 3 was like a perfect way to kind of wrap up the Andy character of that whole story,
Yeah.
you know?
Toy Story 4, I didn't like the ending as much because, like, beforehand I was like, ooh, I hope. Like, I knew that they find Bo Peep based on the commercials. But I was like, ooh, I hope that Bonnie's going to want Bo Peep. Because then, like, it's perfect, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, Woody loves Bo Peep. And all the toys are together, so it's good. But no, Woody had to leave them. It's like, why? Come on.
All right, Ratatouille against Inside Out.
Probably Inside Out.
All right, Inside Out can move forward on there. I wouldn't pick it that way,
What?
no, Ratatouille was just awesome. But I do see why you pick Inside Out going forward. I mean, you had a whole birthday party before it was a thing.
Well, I just think that the Inside Out, the characters and the story and everything, it's just better than Ratatouille. I don't know.
All right.
It's just more compared to Ratatouille.
Monsters, Inc. versus The Incredibles.
Monsters, Inc.
All right, round 3. Are you ready? All right, we have, now I gotta remember what we put forward on which one. We have The Lion King versus Frozen.
Frozen.
There's no way in. No.
Frozen.
All right.
Wait, how about we do the Frozen King?
The what?
The Frozen King.
The what?
Yeah, why don't we just ask Disney to create a movie called The Frozen King?
The Frozen King?
Yeah, and then that will be the one that moves on.
Hey, make a whole nother movie, combine this, throw some lions in this, like, Arctic Wonderland. Yeah, they don't need to be on the savannah. That's okay. All right, we'll go with Frozen. I adamantly disagree, but this is Lily's podcast, so we're going to go with that. All right, our next one. So you know that you just put Frozen into the final 4.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I wasn't really expecting that.
All right, we have The Little Mermaid against Beauty and the Beast.
Ooh, I'd have to go Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid over Beauty and the Beast?
Actually, yeah, I'd probably have to go Beauty and the Beast.
All right, Beauty and the Beast it is. So it's going to be Beauty and the Beast against Frozen.
Wait, is that the final question?
No. We'll get to that one next. All right, we have we went Toy Story versus Toy Story 3.
Ooh, I'd probably have to go Toy Story.
I agree. I think Toy Story 3 was
It's just
like a perfect way to like wrap up that part of the series or that part of the show or the stories they wanted to tell. I liked 4 too, but I think 3 had a special.
I said Toy Story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like Toy Story, it's like they found a good place to start. They found a good place to like progress into the story of the movie. And then they found a good place to end, so.
All right. Toy Story moves into the final 4. Our other one for the final 4 here, sorry. We said Inside Out over Ratatouille, right?
Yeah.
So Inside Out versus, did you put Monsters Inc. or Incredibles forward? I don't remember.
Monsters Inc.
All right, Inside Out versus Monsters Inc. And if you can't see this, Lily's covering her mouth like in shock that she has to make this choice. What's it going to be, Lil?
Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. over Inside Out. All right, our final 4. We have Frozen versus dun, 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 Beauty and the Beast. Who's going to the championship?
Frozen.
Frozen over Beauty and the Beast. All right. And then we have Monsters Inc. versus Toy Story.
Frig. God, can we do something else?
Nope, we can't. Yeah, we made it all the way to like one of the last 2 questions, and we're done. We're not going to keep doing the bracket. No, you're answering this bracket.
No, wait. Can't we just like switch it up, like Beauty and the Beast versus
Nope,
Monsters Inc.
it's Monsters Inc. versus Toy Story.
Monsters Inc. Yes.
Really? You're going to put Monsters Inc. over Toy Story? Toy
Yes.
Story has made more movies for Pixar than any other series. They have 4. Monsters Inc. only has a prequel. And you're still putting Monsters Inc. over
Wait, Monsters
Toy
Inc.
Story.
has a prequel?
Monsters University.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'd have to put Monsters Inc.
Still Monsters Inc. All right.
Yeah, I'd have to.
And for the winner of this
Sorry, Slinky.
for this Disney Pixar challenge, Lily,
I know what it is.
Frozen versus Monsters Inc. Who takes home the championship?
Monsters Inc.
All right, Monsters Inc. is the overall winner. Once again, none of this has really have any outstanding things because this is just a Lily show.
Hey.
All right, Lil, you want anything you want to talk about before we wrap up this episode?
I noticed how there wasn't my literal favorite Disney movies. Like there was some of them, like Toy Story, Monsters Inc. And Frozen, but there wasn't like my favorite, like Aristocats, 101 Dalmatians, Snow White, and Cinderella. Those are like 4 easily my favorites.
All right. We might have to find another bracket for
Wait.
another show.
What if we do the brackets between those 4? We could do that.
You want to do a bracket with those 4 real quick?
Yes.
All right, Lil, so let's see here. If we had, let me make sure I got this pulled up here so I can make sure we mark it down right. All right.
Double bracket.
So a double final 4 here. Winner will face off with Monsters Inc. 101 Dalmatians versus Snow White.
Snow White.
All right.
Yes.
Cinderella versus Aristocats.
Probably have to go Aristocats.
All right. Aristocats versus Snow White.
Okay, you answer that one.
Nope.
No,
no, you
I'm
said
not answering that.
you said this was a your show thing. This was you wanted to come up with your own final 4 off for the bracket and movies you liked because I would have put a whole different movie in there.
Okay, the Arista Snow Whites, I guess, wins.
No, you got to pick one.
No.
You got to pick. That's the whole point of a
No.
challenge. You got to do it.
No. Wait, how about we do a rock, paper, scissors?
All right.
I guess. So you do it for Aristocats and I'll do it for Snow White.
All right, ready?
Winner, best out of 3.
On 3 and then go. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. No, it's 3 and then go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, I win 1. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, I win 2. Aristocats moves forward. So now our final 4, final 2, sorry, Aristocats versus Monsters, Inc.
You'd have to go Monsters, Inc.
So why did we do this whole second one if you're still going to put Monsters, Inc. through?
I don't know, because I didn't know what the winner was. Because, like, if someone asked, like, what's your favorite Disney movie? I'd say 101 Dalmatians, Snow White, Cinderella, Aristocats, and Monsters, Inc.
So it's like Pringles. You can't just pick one.
Yeah, you can't, like, there's so many different movies. You just have to have, like, at least, like, up to 10 movie as your number one movie. You can't just have one. That's impossible.
I can agree, but you can have one in a category.
But yeah, in
But
a
I think
category.
you would even struggle if we said, what is your favorite Disney animal movie?
Ooh, Aristocats.
But then you just said you would put 101 Dalmatians in there.
Well, actually, I don't know. It's hard. It's like, I don't know.
One thing we've
if you
learned.
know, like, I like so many different movies. Like, if you look at me just right now, you can tell I have an Aristocats shirt, I have a Toy Story phone, and everything else in between. And I have a sweater I got from Disney World saying all the Disney princesses from it. Like, and you're gonna tell me I have to pick a favorite? That's crazy.
All right, Lil,
Huh?
this has been a fun show.
Mhm.
Have you seen the Some Good News Network?
Yes.
Yes?
With it, with Big Tuna.
Anything? What do you think about the show?
Well, I've not seen it with my own eyes, but I saw it on YouTube. Not actually watched it.
Yeah, but you saw it
Yeah.
on YouTube. That's what it's on.
Well, like, I saw the thumbnail and the video.
Oh, the thumbnail. But you haven't watched it yet?
No.
All right, that's your challenge. You have to watch it and see how cool it's been. And some of the cool stuff he's done.
Mm.
You know? More importantly, the cool stuff other people are doing out there. All right, guys. Well, Lily, you want to wrap up the show for us?
Mhm.
All right, wrap it up. Where
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Something that's literally physically impossible. Having a favorite Disney movie.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. This has been the Josh and Lily Rant Show as part of the show. We will catch you guys later.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of The Show with Hollywood JDT and Stuntman Kirk. Want to stay in the know on all things sports, wrestling, movies, and TV? Follow the show on social media at The Show Podcast. If you like today's episode, please leave a review and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time on The Show.